Alright. I seen this video being done by an individual out of Indiana, I think it was. And he said that the police called the so-called 3%ers to intimidate them while they were going to trial. You know, they dug the bottom of the barrel, they said. I'm sorry, the 3%ers I belong to, or did belong to, but I still believe in, actuality, they don't support bad cops. They call out bad cops, the unconstitutional cops. They support the Constitution over the government to blue line or tyrannical blue line. So actuality, this symbol had been hijacked. This symbol doesn't mean what it used to mean. I had to leave the so-called militia behind that I belonged to, because I kept seeing this trend of these wannabes, or these military wannabes, that they would go play weekend games. They would have this ranking system, and the ranking system is based on popularity. It's not based on skills or skill sets or whatever. Yeah, these people that call themselves general. What are you general of? Yeah, these people that call themselves, sergeant, whatever, sergeant major or whatever. How did you earn those ranks? How did you achieve those ranks? Who gave you those ranks? Was it the fact that you started this, or you just put yourself in position of being a general? So, the 3%ers I belong to were the 3% of the people that believe in constitutional rights and freedom, and they educate themselves on the Constitution, and they educate themselves on the constitutional rights. They actually go out and they exercise those constitutional rights. If you see them showing up with face masks covering their face, or you see them doing something that doesn't seem right, that goes against constitutional rights and freedom of the people, most likely those are feds, and they're using the 3%ers or militias, the KKK or the Nazis or whatever. They're using them to manipulate the people. See, the government for far too long had decided that the 3%ers, or anybody that's constitutionalist, is a terrorist. We're domestic terrorists now. So they're going to use anybody, all these dumb bozos that sit out and get drunk on a weekend, shooting guns and doing these little encampments. They're going to use them against the people. They're going to get people to turn against the militias, the constitutional militias. See, this is what's wrong with the constitutional militia movement. The government has infiltrated it. I know of one militia member that actually was an informant for the FBI. I figured that out, and I said, adios. I want nothing to do with you. So, yes, I still call myself a 3%er. Yes, because I believe in the 13 stars, which means the 13 original colonies. And it also means the 3% of the colonists that actually stood and fought back during the Revolutionary War. Can that number be actually verified? We don't know. But you can look at, there's so many videos out there, you can look up the actual truth about the 3%ers. Where it comes from, the origins of it. But what I seen on this video, these 3%ers were a bunch of bozos, like more like bikers, and they were like trying to intimidate a witness that was going to court. If you're a 3%er and you're trying to intimidate a witness, and you're supporting the blue line, and you don't even know what's going on, you don't know the truth behind what's actually going on, and you're saying that you're a 3%er, you don't know if they're violating the constitutional rights of that man and that woman. You don't understand what's going on. You need to butt out. If you're calling yourself a militia member, a whatever, you need to butt out. See, if you're calling yourself a constitutionalist and you see a First Amendment auditor, a constitutional auditor, a Second Amendment supporter carrying his gun, and you go up and you start to cry against his constitutional rights and you start to belittle him for exercising his constitutional rights, and you start to say you need to back the blue no matter what, to me that tells me that you're compromised. You're not even worth holding this. You can't even hold this anymore. You're not worth me being around because you don't represent this, in my opinion. For those auditors, those constitutional people, and those frat boys that actually put the American flag up, they're more constitutional than the 3%ers right now. And that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad that a bunch of frat boys look more patriotic than the 3%ers that are supposed to be constitutional militia. And listen to me when I say that again, constitutional militia. See, constitutional militia means you will defend your constitution from foreign and domestic. And that means from tyrannical government, that means from the police, from the FBI. You'll defend the constitutional rights and the freedom from anybody that will violate those rights and those freedoms. I got a lot of good cops in this town that live in this town. They don't know me that well yet. That's fine. I keep it that way. But also, there's a few that do know me. I've shook your hand. I said, you know what? We'll get along fine as long as you don't violate my rights and my freedom. I do support good cops. I don't support the blue line. No, the blue line to me is a gang symbol. So I will not support it. I support those cops that says, hey, you're exercising your rights and your freedoms. Go for it. As long as we don't have a problem, you're good. You're good to go. And actually, I'm sitting across the road from one of them's homes here. I come out here and do videos every once in a while. Sit back and watch what's going on. I do metal detecting here. They see me walking around with my dog. They see me carrying my little gun, 22 Heritage, single action. And it says on that grip, it says join or die. Either you join the constitutionalist people, or it'll be like the Revolutionary War, you'll be on the wrong side of the fight. See, it's either we the people or we the government. Right now, you're seeing these protests for Palestine. You're seeing the police being put by political powers, being put in the middle of the fight. You're seeing the FBI being used against us, the DOJ being used against us. You're seeing the CIA play their games. You're seeing DEA, ATF, and all these others being used to destroy Trump, to destroy anybody that speaks up for a group like this, or speaks up for constitutional rights and freedom. And there's so many auditors out there, First Amendment auditors, that I want to say thank you for doing what you're doing, because I can't do it. I'll be honest, I couldn't do it, because my mouth would get me in trouble. I'd be arrested. I got a bit of a temper, I do. And I'm telling you, for you guys that can just stand there and let the cops belittle you and arrest you, falsely arrest you, and you just take it, you take it on the chin, I'm telling you, and you do your lawsuits and everything else, I commend you for doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, I keep quiet and to myself for a reason, because I'm watching how 2024 is going to end. I want to see how these law enforcement officers stand without we the people crying at them here in this area. I want to see if they stand with the people, but they are. So far as I see, they do. I want to see if they stand with the government. Which side do they choose? So, and it's like with the people, the citizens of America. You have to choose which side you stand with. Do you stand with the side of the left-wing lunatics? See, this is the time to decide where you stand, what you stand for, and get educated on what you stand for and what you believe in. Because right now, we're starting to see everything fall apart. And I'm telling you, if you don't make a choice today, you're going to end up on the wrong side of the fight. And then you're going to be lost. Because there was one girl in this protest, Palestine protest. She answered an ad. Hey, go support us in this $20 an hour, support us in protesting for Palestine, whatever. She ended up in that building that they took over and busted the windows and went through and vandalized. You can hear her on a recording saying, what the hell am I here for? What am I doing? She's questioning after the fact that she was uneducated. Don't be that person that's uneducated. And if you support the constitutional freedom of the people, link up with people that believe in the same thing as you. Link up with them. Get to know them. Start to set up your CB radio or ham radio communications. Start to set up your neighborhood watch and your, start to set it all up, because if you don't set it up now, you're not going to have it. And I'm in White Deer, Texas. And if anybody ever knows where that's at, or you're close by, you want to reach out, send me a message. Because I'm telling you, if we don't start watching out for our children and watching out for these small towns will be run over. These small towns will be decimated. There's only 50 something people here, I think. And I'm telling you, if these people don't come together, this town will be gone. It'll be wiped off the face of the earth. Not hard. 900 people? Think about it. How fast can that be wiped out? Military people would know. I'm telling you, you got to get educated on your rights, your freedoms, and your liberties. Get educated on your laws. Get educated on who's running your town. Your council, your city council, your school boards, your mayors. Get educated on them. Know what they're doing. Your police officers know what they're doing. I do kind of talk to them and I question who they are. I look it up and I research them. I'm telling you, anytime you see a city meeting, go participate. Don't be a sideline person. Go participate. Go listen to what they're saying. Go see if what they're saying is constitutional. Go see if the ordinances, remember, ordinances and mandates and rules are not laws. You don't have to abide by them. See, they'll try to arrest you on an ordinance, but you can fight that in court. This is what we need to do. Start stepping up and defending our rights and our freedom, because the Supreme Court has ruled, and the Constitution has ruled, that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. There is no law that supersedes the Constitution. And you need to wake up to that fact. If a law violates the Constitution, it's unconstitutional. You have a right to file a lawsuit, hold grievances against your government, and hold them accountable for writing that law. The politicians and all of them. You're starting to see Joe Biden and all these people starting to wake up a little bit. Joe Biden is dumb. But with these protests, he's trying to use it to his advantage. You're trying to see the left-wing lunatics trying to destroy Trump for their advantage, because they want Joe Biden in there because they know he's a puppet. They know he's weak, and they know they can get their agenda in, their communist, socialist agenda in. You're starting to see the people wake up. These college students realize that it's going to take them, not us older people, them, to fight back. It is their time to defend the country. It is their time to step up and get educated. This is their time. And if they don't do it, they're going to lose it. This fight is theirs. This fight, we will support them in what choices they make in this fight. We will help educate them, but this fight is theirs. And you better educate your children on how to talk to police officers, how to be respectful, how to be stand up for your rights and freedom with respect. You need to teach your children how to exercise their freedoms and their Second Amendment and their First Amendment and all their Constitution. You need to teach them self-defense and survival skills and all that, because it's going to be needed. Y'all need to wake up. And y'all need to get educated on what symbol this means. If the KKK or somebody like that is using this symbol, that's wrong. If the police department is calling these people to intimidate witnesses, that's wrong. Because these people don't intimidate witnesses. We don't work with the police department like that. We don't support tyrannical blue line. We don't support bad police officers. I'm sorry. I'm considered a lone wolf in this organization. I don't care. Because I support the Constitution first. And if you look at this, 3 bars, 3 ones, it says God, Constitution, country. That's the way I believe in it. God first. Then the Constitution. And then our country. Constitution is human rights. I've said that in many videos. And you need to wake up and get educated. Have a good day. God bless. Be safe. Get educated and get to know your local people that believe in the Constitution. Start getting together. Start uniting. But if you don't, this country is lost. Cities like this is going to be gone. Wiped off the map. Have a good day. Be blessed.